I did a video late last night about my neighbor hitting my truck as she killed a possum. And so I gave her, she ran off. I went outside and sat on the doorstep in my pajamas with no shoes on, looking like a hot mess, and called out to her, hey, 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 you know I see you. And she didn't respond. She stopped, like she panicked, and then she just took off. So she did come back sometime in the night. I have no idea. But when I got up, I did notice that she was here. But by the time I got dressed and headed out there to go confront her, she was gone. So I'm minding my business. I loaded my car. Well, I started to clean off my front porch. So I've had a front porch pickup. God, it's been on my porch for probably about a month. And I've had enough of it. So I'm actually putting that stuff in the car to take to the Goodwill. What is that? Okay, can you get that, please? And so as I go outside, her son is sitting on the porch smoking weed. I mean, I don't think he's any more than 14 or 16 years old. I've been worried about that kid. Anyway, he's become one of them. So he's a lost cause. So, well, I can't say nothing. He's not my kid. She's not my friend. You know what I mean? But that kid is in danger. He's becoming one of them. So, and I mean by them, a gang member. So I'm loading my car. I see him come sitting out there. And I swear to God, I was putting 2 tents in my front seat. Well, I mean, a tent and a chair. But there were 2 blue items in the front seat of my car. And God is my witness, that boy took a picture of me. And so why would the neighbor's kid be taking a picture of me if he's not in this gang? Okay? If he's not doing dirty gang boy business. Okay? So that's exactly what I saw. And my intuition said, don't pay him any attention. Don't even respond to that shit. But I couldn't help but to keep an eye on him. And he was so freaking nervous about handling his phone now because he knows that I caught him taking a picture of me. So what I did was when I finished loading up the car, I went to the back of my truck, but I walked on the sidewalk in front of him. And in front of his house, in front of him. And I gave him a look to let him know, yeah, motherfucker, I know about the damn truck. And took pictures of the truck and somebody moved the dead possum. So my windows are so nasty, and I tried putting a camera in last night in the windowsill. It's not gonna, I have to replace the car camera by getting on the ladder in the front of my house, which I might literally go do that, but I just, that's a little bit too much for me. And besides that, the whole community is in on the gang stalking, so it's not a good idea for me to be on a ladder on the 2nd story, and there's nobody to look out for me. They're all against me. So, or most of them are, not all of them. And so I'm aware, and he knows that I'm aware, and he literally collected his phone and his paper and his things, and he got up and he went in the house. But as he went into the house, he went in kind of sideways so that he can look at me, and he just gave me this look like, I hate you. One of those looks. And I looked at him back like, I see you. You know what I mean? So I feel bad for the kid because the kid is gone. The kid is lost. His mother's trash, and he got about 10 daddies, whoever she feel like messing with for the week. And I see how they're raising him. They're raising him in this cult. So I feel really bad for him. You know, I'm a great mom, and I raise pretty good kids. They make their own decisions now, and they don't make the decisions that I would make for them. So don't judge, but I did a great job raising my kids, and I did my job. And this woman next door is not, she's not up to par with parenting. And but I do see that she's learning, and I do see that she's getting better. You know, this bus driver keeps calling the State Department and stuff on her. There's plenty of times that there was nobody at home to receive her children from the school bus. So I know that that's got to cause her a problem. And I can honestly say, I mean, you know, just observing, I do see an improvement. But what I see is that she's home more. That's it. She still kind of, you know, does the same stuff. There isn't as many people here as often as there used to be, but it's still pretty bad. And when she's getting paid by the gang members to do shit to me, then you really see a lot of people here. So I don't think that they're paying her, because I'm not putting up with her shit, and I'm doing everything I can to not fucking bust all her windows in, because I just want to bust all her windows in. But it doesn't commensurate the amount of physical damage done to my car. But it's an accumulative thing. That family, her in particular, have been harassing me since like 2021. So I've had enough. I've really fucking had enough. And then you're just gonna bodaciously hit my truck, and I'm standing there, and you're just gonna drive away. You fucking crazy? That's a hit and run. You know, I got a flat tire on that truck, and I don't drive that truck. How the fuck do I have a flat tire? You know, it's bullshit. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna handle it moving forward, because like I said, I'm trying to restrain myself, because The old me would just fucking knock her the fuck out. The old me would just fucking clean her clock. The old me would fucking bash in all her windows, bash in all of her car windows, and smash her fucking back end bumper, and then I'd feel better. I'm not that person anymore, and I'm so in control of my anger. But I've taken a lot. I've taken too much bullshit from them to try to contain myself. I'm about to fucking explode on this hoe. So I don't even like talking like that. But that's who she is to me, or what she is to me. And like I said, my limit has reached max capacity a long time ago, and I'm on reserves, man. I'm filling my reserves with this shit.